I mean, I'm the hot one too, right? I mean, I have other pretty cousins and stuff,
one?
but I was the one that decided to be like, you know what? I'm not scared to put myself out there like this. And I wasn't born hot either, so it's kind of like definitely was a conscious choice to try.
What do you mean you weren't born hot?
I wasn't born hot.
Are you talking about like plastic surgery?
Yeah, like I've definitely not just that though, but eating healthier and like learning to do my makeup better. Like I just like you get better, right?
Mm-hmm,
I'm looking at the girls, not you guys. Yeah, you definitely. There's this like thing that men like in men's minds where it's like youth is beautiful, but the truth is though, like you do actually learn how to have better style and like do yourself better and classier and like look better when you're older because you're not green at it.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I think as you age, you typically, over the course of time, you become less physically attractive.
I've had the
I'm going to
opposite
Benjamin Button
experience.
this whole
I was
life.
way uglier when I was younger.
I think
Benjamin Button
Yeah, it was.
all
It's
the way.
not even. And I've confirmed.
Wait,
with
you're
people.
I think
40,
we
right?
reached-
I'm 40, yes.
You're 40.
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. Are you more physically attractive now at 40 than you were at, say, 20?
I can tell you, dude, you would not look at me when I was in my 20s.
Can you show me a photo? I highly doubt that. But
I
how
can
about when
show
you're
you.
30?
I think
Are
we
you
reach
more
a peak.
attractive? Wait,
I'm more attractive now. Well, I would say because I am 40, you as a woman have to take more care of yourself because you get older and you want to stay good looking. I'm not saying that I want to look like a 25-year-old. That's not what I'm saying, or 15-year-old. But I do want to feel comfortable in my own body and I want to feel healthy and good. So you do more for yourself the older you get. You eat healthier, you work out more. Maybe you go a little Botox, you do this, you do that. We're women and we want to stay pretty, maybe.
Also,
for
eating
ourselves,
fat has a lot to do with it. Like in high school, a lot of girls are going through like weird eating stuff. So for me, a big reason why I look better now is because I eat a diet that has like a lot of healthy fats. And in high school, I had this weird like, no, I'm never going to eat any fat. Like I have a fat-free diet. And now my skin is straight up. Like I look 10 years younger now. Like in high school, everyone thought I was 21 and now it's like, yeah.
go ahead. What do you have?
All right, so in all honesty, I think that in their 20s, I mean, at least on a personal level, I definitely think I'm in my best shape. Like I have a curvier body, and I work out, whatever. And like you said, you do learn to take, your style. I do think we reach a peak. I think that's probably around like your late 30s. Like, and I think from there.
Whoa.
How old are you?
Peak at late
31.
30s.
I'm like,
No.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Women,
Yeah.
and I'm not disagreeing.
Right.
So
I'm not saying everybody.
No,
Yeah,
Let
no.
me just say that. I'm saying like
That's
I think
not-
that's like our max that we can reach.
Yeah.
And
No.
then we
Who's
start
we?
to.
And you want to know, like,
No.
I'm not gonna max out.
okay, so let me just say,
A woman.
I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be like a little Tinkerbell forever.
But you think a woman's peak physical beauty is late 30s?
I think if a woman really takes care of themselves, they can really like push their beauty to like, I mean, like I look at J-Lo and like there was a point in J-Lo's like 40s where I was like, she's hotter than a lot of 20-year-olds that I know. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like,
But
listen.
But was she hotter at 20 than she was
No.
at 40?
No.
But this is
No.
the thing. No.
Like-
But J-Lo is just very different because she's always like taking care of herself. I'm saying like some women, like I know a lot of friends from high school that reached their peak
You
in
can
high school.
Yeah.
And
That's
now,
true also.
and
Yeah.
now I
That's
look
also
at them
true.
and like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to bash people, but like I look at them and they just didn't take care of themselves and they had
Absolutely.
a beautiful
That's
body
true also,
and
yeah.
now they gained a lot of weight, they just stopped caring. So I think it's different for every woman, but I think that if you really care about your physical appearance and you work out, you can stay like really pretty hot at like
You can you
So-
can still be
Yeah.
attractive.
Okay.
You can still be attractive.
Oh my gosh, we should get Pearl.
Hold on, stop. You can still be attractive at an older age, but just the biological reality is, let's take a 40-year-old woman. She was more physically attractive at 30. She was more physically attractive at 20.
Not me.
okay, no, can
can
I
tell you
say
straight
something,
up.
please?
No, I've got
That's what I'm
pictures.
saying.
I've got pictures.
That's what I'm
I've got
saying.
pictures.
One sec.
Real simple, a 40-year-old woman
Thank
who
you.
works out and does great makeup can be hotter than the same woman at 20 if gig at 400
Yes.
pounds.
I agree.
That
I
woman
agree.
at 20
Literally
with
nailed
the
it.
same good habits will be hotter.
Literally nailed it.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
Wait, I'm not. Are you sure you listened to that?
Wait, what did it say? It
He
says
says
a 40-year-old
can be
woman.
hotter than the same woman at 20 if she was 400 pounds
Yeah.
at
Oh.
20.
Yeah, 20. So say,
Oh.
You mean
okay,
that?
we're
I didn't
you
read
guys
that.
are taking
Sorry.
like
They didn't hear the whole
some
thing.
extreme scenarios. so
you, Walmart.
so say there's this mythical lady out there who started working out, taking care of herself from the age of like 5, and she was taught by her mom, this is how we're gonna do it. Her dad is like in love with her mom, and they see like she has the ideal version of parents. So she grows up and she's taking care of herself. When she hits that age of 19 or 20, she's still taking care of herself. She will be more sexually attractive in her 20s than she will be in her 40s. Not saying that she won't be beautiful in her 40s. So, like, I think comparatively, for that woman, if given that she didn't have a weight problem, given all these other factors, if everything was held the same, she's going to be more attractive when she's 19, 20 than when she's in her 40s.
So what I think this is for men and young women, why they're attracted to them is because they know.
Hold that
Right
thought.
side 100 and
So what I think it has to do, men wants to put they want to put their penis in everything, and that has nothing to do with like they want
Not
to impregnate
everything.
women.
Not
Not
everything.
everything. but-
Animals are off the table.
Yeah.
No, but women, they want to impregnate women.
Appliances, various
a
household
natural
appliances. I
thing.
wouldn't fuck a household appliance.
And if a
like
woman
a lamp,
yeah.
maybe like
vacuum?
love couch, I might consider like if it's curvy, like a curvy love couch, I'll give it a crack.
Listen, I don't mean it as disrespect at all. I support it. That's nature, and that is what it is. I support you, men.
You have a
100%.
virgin man sitting across from you, by the way.
What I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't have the urge. You have the urge.
Of course.
Of course,
He's
he has the
never.
urge.
This man has never wanted
Because
to fuck
he's
a
a
lamppost.
strong-minded
Yeah,
man.
I can say safely
fucking-
I've never wanted to have sex with a lamppost.
Or other inanimate
Or other
objects.
inanimate objects. Yes.
But
But go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyway,
men
continue.
wants to have sex with females because it's a part of
Sure.
impregnate women, and
Yeah.
men know that the younger you are, the more chance of you having babies, and you're
Exactly.
fertile, and
Yes, that's
Yes.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a great
Yeah.
point.
So-
yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons why men find youthful characteristics
Exactly.
attractive because
100%. I
because
totally
that's an
agree.
indicator
Yeah.
of fertility.
Fertility.
me
Yeah,
as a
and
woman.
I think. Oh
when,
yeah.
when I see, for example, you're a strong man, you're smart, you're educated, you seem to be a good father, which means I would give my vagina to you.
You'd give the vagina.
Yes.
You're married.
No, but I mean, I mean
scenario.
hypothetical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because
Hypothetical.
I know you would be a good father, and if I was 20, you would be like, yeah, she would probably have my baby.
And a
You
virgin.
know,
Wait.
and a virgin. So, but you know where I'm going with this,
Yeah.
right? But would you want to date a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old if you're a guy that's older? What would you have in common? Would you marry a girl in that? What would you have in common with a girl like that?
I have an answer, but you go ahead, Mason.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there has to be like. It depends what you mean by have in common. So commonality, like I probably would have a lot of things in common with women who are 19, 20
yeah,
years
because
old.
you're in the same.
So
age
like,
bracket.
okay, well, I'm like 27, so I'm getting up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly.
But if you were
Somewhat-
40 or 45,
so 40, 45, even then, like, okay, that is quite the distance.
Yeah.
But especially as a Christian man, like, as long as we have God in common, as long as there are like, if we have the same goals, if she wants to step behind me in my aspirations, if she wants to help me achieve my mission in life, yeah, I mean, I don't see the problem with dating someone who's significantly younger
No.
than you.
Do you? So I'll answer that question.
Yeah.
So you ask, what does an older man have in common with a younger woman?
very much younger. I'm not saying young, but very much. Say you're 45 and she's 20.
Okay, sure. So it's not about having something in common. It's what people find attractive. Because do you think that is having things in common a high priority for any of you when choosing a partner?
Yes.
Yes.
I doubt. I highly.
No, for
It-
me it is very, very important.
Yeah.
For women.
Very
It's
important.
certain. You might say that, but I highly doubt that commonalities for men or women are high on the totem pole when it comes to who you're going to find attractive.
But
Like-
if I find a dude
Okay.
attractive
I
and
get
I
what you're
date
saying
him
now.
for
like
2
physically
months.
attractive, right?
Yeah, for
Right.
2 months, and we have nothing in common. It's just the sex.
What-
Like, I don't build my relationships on sex.
Mm.
I just do not, because that's not how
Yeah,
I
but you
am.
can. Okay.
Yeah,
So
like
You
that will
don't
only
think-
take you so far.
you
Kind of
don't-
like a guy says, "Oh, a woman's
You don't-
attractive." It's
okay.
the same thing for us. Like we
Yeah.
don't need just
You-
a guy to be a Chad for us.
Yeah,
Like for
we don't need a
so
chat.
let me-
You don't
no,
think-
no. But let me ask. Okay, so have you ever, because if commonality is the ultimate or the penultimate thing when it comes to deciding if you want to sleep with somebody or have a relationship or marry them, I'm sure there's been plenty of men that all of you here have had tons in common with, but you didn't want to date them because you didn't find them attractive or they didn't meet some other metric.
no.
So commonality is frankly irrelevant or
I haven't.
very low on the totem pole of what's important for both men and women when it comes to who we decide to partner with.
Disagree.
Now, there's
Agree to
certain
disagree.
things. There's shared values. There's shared values, but commonality. If a girl doesn't like the same music as me, I don't.
I don't
care.
mean. I
But
don't
like
mean
chemistry is
nitpicking.
important,
Like,
and if you have too
it's
many
not-
differences, you will not have chemistry
Yeah.
in rhythm with another person. You know what I mean? It's like
But
even
I'm not
chemistry
talking about
isn't-
music.
But
Okay, but what
chemistry
do
isn't
these women
commonalities.
like? What does
Yeah.
a woman have in common? Like, let's say she makes $40,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
What does she have in common with a guy who makes $1 million a year? Should she not be attracted to him because she doesn't have that commonality with him?
No,
I can tell you why that woman is attracted to him, because he makes a $1 million a year. The
And I
end.
can tell you why men are attracted to young women because they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And they're
I'm
they're
not
more
saying they're
they're
not.
more
I'm not
that's the
fertile.
saying they're not.
commonality.
They're
But do you
more
think
fertile, lower body count, less past
That's not
relationship.
necessarily true. I mean, I know a lot of young girls that
Yes.
spend their nights
Ooh,
at,
they've been
at a
through it.
bar every weekend.
Yes,
like,
but a young woman is more light.
what can I say? Like, I know you're saying in an just physical attraction way. Do you think it's more of like preference? Because I know that like when I was 20, like I was like very skinny, and now like I'm 31 and I have like the curves that like most men like.
Yeah.
So I think I'm definitely more attractive now. I definitely get more attention now. So maybe it's like, do you think it's a preference thing that like some guys
get-
might like? Because I know guys that like really young girls, and I know guys that find it kind of creepy when a girl's like 19, like they don't
Yeah.
find that attractive at all.
yeah.
So I think it's more of like a preference thing.
I mean, it's a preference.
Well,
I would
they
assume.
truthfully, they probably find it creepy because society has tried to pathologize men's innate attraction triggers and preferences.
No, because I think also the thing that we're forgetting in this, there is actual statistic data that will back this up. The birth rate across the board has gone down. So having children is clearly not a societal priority as much as it used to be. And data will not, and you can look it up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of data that will back this. So I think that people's preferences will change now that their objectives are clearly changing.
Well, I
No,
don't think
not really.
the
Not-
I
birth
disagree
rate.
because I'm busy with people who have very different, and I think it's literally
It's not
just different
when it comes
mindsets,
to
yeah.
when it comes to men's preference for younger women, because, for example, the fertility argument, younger women are more fertile. That's not something that's even necessarily intellectualized by men. Oh, she's young, she's more capable of bearing children. It could be, however, like let's say there's a guy who's 35, 40, and he wants to have a family, he wants to have kids, he hasn't had that yet. He's probably like a 40-year-old guy. He's probably going to look at a woman in her late 20s, early 30s versus a woman closer to his age, because a woman who's, look, women up until mid 40s can still get pregnant, but your best bet for having a kid is like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Well, after you hit 35, your chance of getting pregnant starts decreasing.
But wait,
so-
then how does that play into guys wanting relationships with 19-year-olds? Then?
Well, it's kind of like
Well,
biologically programmed
Yeah,
into you.
because
I
they
thought
want
we were talking
But wait,
about
I'm
attract.
confused, though.
I thought we were
Didn't we
talking
just
about
say-
attraction.
Yeah, I'm really confused
Yeah,
now.
I thought
Wait,
it was
so-
an attraction thing.
I
not
know,
like,
but
that the
I'm
attraction
confused.
for
Like-
men is because of
yeah, that okay, yeah.
they're
that's-
attracted to younger women because they know women. It's built into a man
Yeah.
to find a younger
Well,
woman attractive. for that
Generally
reason.
speaking, if women who are in their 30s and 40s, they typically nowadays will have squandered their fertility in
Yeah.
singleness.
Yeah.
So they have wasted their fertility. So they've spent all of their 20s partying it up, living a single lifestyle, where they could have been using their fertility and finding a man who is going to sacrifice himself for them and give them the life that they probably really do want, but instead they wasted all that time. So when, as a man, I want to find a woman who is going to give me the best possible chance of having a successful relationship. And generally speaking, that's going to be with somebody who has less emotional baggage, less relationship baggage, and a higher likelihood of fertility.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you.
Yeah. I don't think we disagree. Yeah.
I think that's how it is. Like, the guys who are attracted to me are usually like men that are over 50, and usually, they're divorced, or they have a kid, or it's not guys that are young.
Yeah.
I mean, there are. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying majority of guys that are in my group that express, oh, I would date you or marry you or whatever, or usually older, they're either divorced or separated or whatever. I'm fine with that because I'm attracted to the same thing. Like,